dun. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good evening, dribblers. What's happening with y'all? It's Friday Nizite. I got footage to edit, so I thought I'd pay y'all a visit. What up? Youngstown. What up, what up, what up? Reese, Drew, Brian, the whole gang's here. Mike Miles, North Philly. Peace. He said it's money on the floor. It is. It is, man, but I don't be wanting to overdo it on my channel, man. I gotta keep my shit structured. I just can't come on here and give y'all every blow by blow with what's going on with Shannon. So fuck that. Fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. What's going on? It's Friday night. I just got out the gym. Have you thought about putting out PILLMATIC on vinyl? I thought about doing PILLMATIC 1. PILLMATIC 2 had too many tracks. They only could put 14 tracks on each side of a vinyl. And this PILLMATIC 2 was a double disc, and it was like, I think 28 or 30 songs or something like that. So it'd have to be a double album, double vinyl. So he said, yeah, I'm on an NFL draft. Me too. I came here to talk about that a little bit. I should have changed the title, but I really just wanted to kick it with y'all on a Friday. Shh. They didn't pick Shaduer. They on some bullshit. Boaz is on, he is on PILLMATIC 3. I'm waiting on his verse right now. He said, I'm trying to get my health dribble right. Black seed oil, do you mix in something or you take it? I take mine with a dropper. I take three full droppers and shit. He's still gonna be great. They did that on purpose. They did that to I don't like to use the word humble, but that's what they did to him. They tried to treat him and his pops like nothing, like you niggas ain't bigger than us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dion has grown to be a bigger entity than the NFL by itself. You know what I mean? So yeah, he said they sending a message. Yeah, they sending a message. They did. They did. I believe they got their point across. Shaduer, he's Prime's son, so he gonna carry it a certain way. At the same time, he's not as talented as Prime was in college. Prime was a really, really big deal. And Shaduer's his offspring, so he gonna try to carry it the same way, but he just doing a little bit too much. Some of the shit that he doing, white folks, they don't really receive that shit well. Like the whole setup that he had, they had their private draft. He had a room lit up like it was the draft, a draft simulation room, and he got all of these baseball caps of the teams that might select him in the first round. So as soon as they would announce his name, he'd have went over to his shelf and put the hat on. He got this big ass chain with a $sign on it. Just too much extra shit, man, that will probably turn white folks off and shit. When I was in high school, they used to say that I played, they used to be talking this fundamental shit. This particular coach, he always used to be talking this fundamental shit. You know what I'm saying? I played point guard. I used to be out there bebopping and shit, you know, doing my thing. Everything that you see Kyrie and all of these guards doing in the NBA now, they used to put you on a bench for doing that type of shit. They called it showboating or ghetto ball and shit like that. And white men had a problem with that shit. They had a very deep they had a problem with that shit, man. I felt that they had no problem with it when Pistol Pete was doing it. You know what I'm saying? But they had a problem with it, not understanding that this shit that I'm doing here, man, this shit goes above and beyond fundamentals. I had to master fundamentals to get to this level of doing all this slick shit with the ball. But they Shador's doing too much. He is. They trying to downplay his greatness. They retired his number at the University of Colorado, and it was probably unjustly. Cordell Stewart played quarterback at Colorado. They didn't retire his number. I think his Colorado-led team was in the top 10 a couple of times, and I think he won at least two bowl games while he was two significant bowl games while he was at Colorado, and they didn't retire his number. They didn't retire Darian Hagan's number, but they retiring Shaduer number. You know, people just got a problem with what's going on with the Sanders right now and shit. That's it. He said, "How you like it, a new chain?" You talking about the one that he bought? He just putting too much emphasis. He could never recreate Prime. His father had a 4.2, ran a 4.2 in the 40. His father was gifted. He could never recreate that, man. He should try to establish his own lane and shit like that. And he's just turning people off. There's no reason why he shouldn't be drafted by now. It's just looking bad right now. That's all I got to say on that. Showboating, yeah, he's not overrated. Shador is a good quarterback. How do you get overrated out of what they did to the football program at the University of Colorado? They hadn't won any games in like several years, like 4 or 5 years, until Dion and them got to Colorado. His first year was rough. The second year they made great strides. They even entered the top 25 in the nation. So I don't know where you're getting the overrated shit at. His wide receiver won the Heisman Trophy. Somebody was throwing the ball to him. Somebody was throwing the ball to Travis. Them touchdown passes that Travis caught, somebody threw that ball to him. So I don't know where you get the overrated shit at. I ain't buying that part. Before he got there, he played dynamic at a HBCU, stepped up to Division I, and got busy in Division I. So nah, we not buying that. I think Dion wanted his son to be a free agent. He's super arrogant, and that turns them away. I think I agree with you on that. Y'all like the video? He can make all the throws, pure pocket passer. Yeah, he stay in the pocket. He's not. Peace and love. You got to go. Holla. He's not. The typical, they try to brand black quarterbacks as runners and shit, and he know how to stay in the pocket and play the prototype quarterback position. He does. He not doing too much is because of his father. I don't think his father made him go buy that big ass chain and shit. I don't think his father did that. Shadur was playing with jewelry on, and he driving a Rolls Royce around the college campus and shit. Just doing too much, man. Just doing too much. Dion wanted him to go to the Giants. So why didn't he go to the Giants? I'll slap that bald head if we see each other. You definitely a faggot. You definitely a faggot. You want to touch my head. Get your weird ass out of here. It's my physique. My platform attract blades and shit. Y'all hear that nigga talking about touching my head? Weirdo. Cold blade. He said because the Giants didn't want him. Shh. Niggas come in here with that fruity shit, man. Why is he doing too much when we do it, but when they do it, it's normal? We seen a quarterback that was kind of, you say when they do it, it's normal. Johnny Manziel approached the game the same way. He's not in the league. He never was any good in the league. He was out of the league in the blink of an eye. You gotta try accomplishing something first. Shadur ain't won no titles. I think he might have won one in the on the HBCU level. He doing too much, man. I'm an athlete, man. You gotta be dominating some of the shit that he doing. Why do you got this big ass chain with this dollar sign on it? You ain't got no money. Your daddy got money. You know what I'm saying? You might have some NIL rhythm or something going on, but everything is through your daddy and shit. You ain't get signed up to the NFL yet, so you on this Jerry Maguire shit and didn't even get drafted. You look foolish. You look foolish. All Menzel did was beat Bama. He got a hell of a documentary out. I ain't never seen an athlete fuck up their life so fast in my life. He said he looked real goofy with that chain on. He did, man. You got this big ass dollar sign around your neck, and you ain't even get drafted, man. Like, what are you doing, man? Are you an athlete or you a dope boy, man? Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? You bugging? I know he feel this big, man. He recreated a draft room, and it was just him and his, his friends and his dad and them in there with these blue lights on, and he got all these NFL caps on the shelf, assuming that he's gonna get drafted. He ain't even get drafted and shit. Like, you set all of that shit up for nothing, man. You look silly. You look silly. You look silly, and you got Prime looking silly and shit. Did y'all see the draft room that they simulated? You did all of that and didn't even get drafted. Why don't you chill out, man? You chill out. Why don't you chill out? Put on a suit. Do something normal. Like, do something normal. You essentially going to a job interview. That's what's happening. You're going to a job interview. You showing up looking like you got a pack or something like that, man. You tripping. He said, yeah, he was doing too much on the draft room. That shit was uncalled for. Being Prime son is pressure. He's not Dion. He's not. He didn't play for Florida State. Dion played for Florida State. Boom, 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 boom. I said good afternoon. Good evening. I just got out the gym. I'm a little pissed off. I lost $100 bill at the gym. Pissed the fuck off. I got on these little tight fucking jogger sweats with these slim ass pockets. I had just sold a jacket to my brother and shit. Nigga gave me $100 bill. I told this motherfucker to cash at me. He just insisted on giving me this fucking $100 bill. And I lost it. And I'm not gonna act like I ain't pissed off about it. I am. Pissed off about it. Pissed off about it. Imagine showing up to an interview wearing that chain. The NFL sending a message like, remember, we run this. Facts. I believe they collectively got together and said, yo, we're not going to draft Dion's son. They had too many headlines leading up to the draft. Him and Travis doing all this funny shit, man, with the workouts and man, just comply with the process. He didn't go to the combine either. That's what I mean. Just comply with the process. What was wrong with going to the combine? What was wrong with doing everything that the rest of the collegiate athletes did? There was y'all acting like y'all bigger than this shit, man, and they just showed you, man, like you don't want to come work out, man. Fuck you, man. Like that's what's going on. Do you prefer hitting the gym in the morning, fasted, or in the evening? I like working out in the morning. Sometimes I'll be tired from the night before. I might be beat from the day before. Might be up late editing video, which I was doing last night, so I didn't go this morning. That stuff turns the white owners off. They showing them they turned off by it. Shadur not being drafted in the first and second is crazy. Maybe if he would have came to the combine and did what he was supposed to, it wouldn't have went like this. What type of statement are you trying to establish by not coming to work out like the rest of the athletes. Like, who do you think you are? Colorado didn't finish in the top 5. They didn't win no one of the top bowls or anything like that. You getting your number retired. You don't want to come work out. Like, it's too much. They said, nah, we got something for you, pimp. You got to work out very early or very late. It's better to work out in the morning when your testosterone levels are high from the night before. You know, when you wake up in the morning and your gap be hard, if you're in good shape and you're a man, you wake up, your gap be hard in the morning. That means you got circulation, then you producing testosterone and shit. You want to go to the gym when your testosterone levels are like that. Can you dig it? Ocho Cinco is still being punished for putting on that Hall of Fame coat. He the best backup QB. He's not even in the league right now. He's not even in the league right now. At the way that it's going, we probably won't see him taking any snaps on opening day. He might not never play quarterback in the NFL the way that this shit's going and shit. It's a lot of politics involved. Somebody, a white man, is gonna have to step outside of the climate that's being set right now. Somebody gonna have to step outside of that and say, yo, I'm gonna give Shorty a chance and shit. Your dad can be arrogant. You got to prove yourself. It would be crazy if you don't get drafted. It seems to be looking that way. I like the Lexus 460. I got one. Imagine saying Gully TV is not special or not gifted. Don't compare me to nobody, my nigga. I'm a one of one. I had to kick you out of here for that dumb shit. Matter of fact, you getting kicked out. The fuck up out of here. You don't compare anybody to God. God is perfection. Now go tell your friends I kicked you out for that petty shit. Go tell everybody. Gully kicked me out for some dumb shit. Oh shit. He might go to the Seahawks. This is a this YouTube shit is very, it'd be a lot of turbulence associated with this shit. Like, I said it a million times. This is like a classroom where the special ed students is in the same classroom with the gifted niggas and shit. There's some special niggas in here. Some niggas that come in here who can't read, who got low self-esteem, um, born to crack addicted parents. We gotta deal with all that shit. Like, when y'all come in these chats, it's a whole bunch of motherfucking rotten fruit that be in here, man. A bunch of remedial slow niggas, man, and it shows and shit. It does. And we just got to deal with it. Like, wake up in the morning, y'all be in our comments, talking stupid, making fake pages. You know you got to be slow to make a fake page and shit. What type of slow niggas don't like themselves, don't post pictures of themselves and shit, don't take pictures. Just got a very, very low vibrational aura about themselves. He said that's a dope way. That's what it is. That's what it is. The Raiders may take Shaduer. He'll sit behind Geno Smith. Man, the draft about to be over. I think tomorrow. It ain't looking good. Cam Ward has a better arm than Shaduer. Hey man, whatever floats your boat. Today's the day that you down talk Shaduer. Everybody's dogging Shaduer today. Go ahead. Take some more shots. Point out some more of his shortcomings. Today is the day. He said, not just live chats, the whole internet. I agree. I agree. Some days I don't be wanting to be bothered and shit at all. Like, but this is a part of what I do. He said, "How are you? This is Quincy Mom, Sherry. I'm good. I just went to see the Temptations in the Four Tops, and we took a picture with Timmy Mack. How you doing out there in Chicago, though? God bless you. The Steelers grabbed Shaduer in the third. Most people can't diss him. Most humans never make it to the draft at all. Shit, he ain't made it to the draft. He ain't made it to the draft. He ain't made it to the draft. This nigga created his own draft room. He put some lights together and had they made their own. What the fuck is y'all doing, man? Don't you know ain't nobody never did this? He had a shelf like this one behind me with all these NFL hats of the teams that had picks in the first round. He thought they was gonna call his name. He was gonna go live and grab a hat off the shelf and put it on his head and peacock around with his big chain. He thought that he was gonna do that. That's what he thought he was gonna do. Did all that shit for nothing. He said he thought he was going first. He didn't. So y'all like this video. It's almost 400 people here. I appreciate y'all. I just came to kick it for a minute. This seemed to turn into the Shadur hour. But I came to vent. I lost $100 bill. I'm pissed. Yeah. What kind of frames are those? These are Ralph Lauren. They trying to buck break him. Just reminded him that the game is played on the field, man. All the extracurricular shit. It worked for Dion in the 80s because Dion was a very, very special athlete. He played on both sides of the ball. He was a punt returner, kick returner. Like, Dion was just everything at Florida State. That's not Shador's story. And he got a brother, Shiloh, who plans to go to the NFL, and he wasn't as good as Shadur. I know he's saying to himself, damn, if they did you like that, bro, I'm on my way to Canada. I'm on my way to the XFL, the first thing smoking. Oh, shit. Did y'all see what the LA Clippers did to the Denver Nuggets last night? God damn. People be talking about Luka and LeBron. What about Norman Powell, James Harden, and Kawhi Leonard? Them niggas is like a three-headed monster. That's a scary trio right there. That's a more deadly big three than the Lakers' big three. Luka, LeBron, and Reeves versus Powell, James Harden, and Kawhi. I think the Clippers got the better three. I'm not bullshitting. Them niggas them niggas is scary, yo. For real. He said the Clippers, I ain't seen nobody beat the hell out of Denver like that. They beat the shit out of them. He said, yeah, that was a whooping. It's probably a wrap now. Kawhi Leonard is well rested, so he kind of got an edge on everybody else. He told Jamal Murray ass up the other night. I know Murray has nightmares about sticking him. I think they beat him by 30 points. Shh. It's hectic. Y'all need to get the likes up, man. It's 400 people here. It's a Friday night. What y'all doing with y'all Friday? I just got out the gym. I lead a very, very ordinary life and shit. I don't do nothing but work out and work on the internet. That's it. I removed everything else from my life. I got room for nothing else. I don't. I'd be glad when I'm back on the movie set. Need a little bit of that. You should interview Mecca. I don't want no parts of them niggas from the expert opinion. Interviewing for what? Is he a rapper? He's not. Is he a pro athlete? Actor? He's not. Y'all make just anybody relevant. What credentials do he have that will lead him to Gully TV? Yeah, I did the 100 push-ups a day. What credentials do he have that would lead him to Gully TV? Them niggas is what's wrong with the internet. Too many niggas just hopped out of nowhere and popped in front of these cameras, man. Niggas need a broom and a mop. Luca, why did y'all kick him out, man? You gotta let Jamie, you shot him. I just hide him and shit. Now that you don't burn no more, how do you keep yourself from getting bored? I shop online. I do. I shop online and I studied the stock market. I do. He talks about working with Buster, but I never heard of him until he got on MBO. Yep, a nobody. Nobody. Steve, I'm big chillin'. Payday, enjoy. I don't think it's no such thing as getting bored for real and shit. Everybody got room for perfection. Mecca worked at the Source Mag kind of from the beginning. What did he do at the Source? I interviewed Dave Mays and I interviewed Kim Osorio from the Source and Andre Leroy Davis. Did nobody else there matter? Nobody else there mattered. He said we got to talk about the D-boy sneak you was pulling out the closet the other day. That reel is at like 60,000 views. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. The reason why my dialogue stated that these were drug dealer sneakers was because that was a rebuttal to a video somebody made. Somebody was watching my platform and watching our sneaker discussions. And we was discussing and I was showing y'all sneakers that was favored by hustlers. Somebody watched my discussion and then went and made a video called it Drug Dealer Sneakers of the 80s. You dig? And I knew he stole that topic from me, right? So what I did was I showed y'all we not just gonna talk about these sneakers from yesteryear. You should be in possession of a few. So I just demonstrated, but that's what that was about. I wasn't promoting being a drug dealer or nothing like that, but there is a such thing as a hustler shoe. There's certain sneakers from the 80s that you only seen hustlers wearing. It's truth to that. Boom, 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 boom. Mecca is from the original Source magazine. He's a nobody. He's a fucking nobody, man. God damn. Y'all be wanting to make these niggas. That's the problem with this internet, man. Too many nobodies just popped out of anywhere with no resume, no interesting highlights, no accomplishments, nothing. He's a worker. I interviewed his boss, both of them. There's no need for him to be here. My dad wore most of them sneaks. I haven't seen them since '95. I was actually a kid when most of those sneaks was out, but I got an older brother, and I had an older brother, and my mother was one of the mothers that was always like, take him with you. You ain't going nowhere. Take Jamil with you. So I was kind of like hanging with a crowd of older hustlers by default. Kevin Gates is a fucking fruit. Jason, I'm glad you made it here. Kevin Gates is strange fruit, yo. For real. Tired of these niggas popping up on the internet with no credentials. That's what's wrong with this fucking, that's what's wrong with this algorithm. Eastside G's, I appreciate your super chat. Peace. Boom, 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 boom. Tired of these niggas. These niggas need to go somewhere. Riddle me this, right? Riddle me this. If he wasn't on Math Hoffa's platform, do you think he was capable of launching his own platform where people would have came and tuned in and followed him and super chatted him and, you know, bought merchandise? You think he was capable of doing that on his own? Do you? You think he was capable of doing that on his own? Nah. Right. So he need to park it. If you don't have those qualities, if you don't have outstanding qualities of your own, you need to get the fuck on, man. I don't got no sympathy for these niggas. Get the fuck on, yo. Straight up. It's looking like the third round for Sanders. I'm tired of these artists playing with Islam or being on weird behavior. Islam used to be more sacred. I listen to the same music, man. I've been listening to Steve Arrington lately. I've been listening to Steve Arrington. I've been listening to Clear. I've been listening to Shaka Khan. And, you know, shit like that. Layla Hathaway. I'm probably losing you right now. Oh, shit. I didn't know he did all of that with the hats. Yeah, for no reason. Do you think when Jay-Z revamped the Gucci sneakers into the S-Dots, did it fly over people's head? I don't know, man. I got some Scooby-Doos in the tuck, though. I bought them like a year or so ago from somebody online. I wanted to own a pair. He said, I know a few, but never heard it. Steve Arrington sung a song called Weak in the Knees. EST from 3 Times Dope, he remade that. So if you heard a song called Weak in the Knees by EST, the original was by a guy named Steve Arrington. You won't know these types of songs, man, unless you was hanging in a certain type of environment and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, you had to be bred in a certain type of environment to know about these people that I'm talking about. Howard Johnson. He said, the nigga you love to hate, Sean Harris, correct. Steve was enslaved. Aight. He said, from Philly. Nah, man, you had to be around them hustlers, man. You had to be around them hustlers, man. You had to be in them gambling houses and shit like that, them speakeasies and shit. My pops ran them spots. You know what I mean? He was cutting the dice game and all of that. He was cutting the card game and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said that song was fire, but No One Can Be You was it. Quiet Riot, you know your shit. I'm I'm learning a lot about y'all right now. Y'all saying that y'all listening to Steve. But that's what I listen to when I'm by myself. I listen to Layla Hathaway a lot. I listen to Mary J. Blige. If it's hip hop, it's probably, old. I've been listening to the R lately, doing it with the R. Miami, Liberty City, what up? Make sure that y'all subscribe, man. It's over 400 people here. I miss Fat Man Scoop. Me and Scoop used to have very, very thought-provoking conversations about that old music and shit. He said Gully grew up in a numbers game. I did, man. You read my book. That shit all factual. I've been playing Houdini lately. Houdini is that's vintage hip hop. Gully, did you see when Mecca from Math Hoffa podcast spilling the tea? It's an embarrassment. Every one of them niggas made a video. Champ made a video. Bigger made a video. Mecca made a video. After listening to the first person's testimony, you get an idea what went wrong. He was a creep. That nigga ain't never had money before. One of the worst things you could do is give a bum nigga some money. They gonna show they ass. They gonna show they ass. They gonna be the worst type of person because they grew up, they was bred on scarcity. I seen parts of a live stream where Math Hoffa was talking about, he kind of like was trying to talk like he was a hustler in the streets before he started rapping and shit. Not in a million fucking years. You ain't got no people skills. You wasn't no goddamn hustler. Motherfucker been and killed your ass. You wasn't no goddamn hustler, nigga. Yo, when he said that, I'm like, everybody wants to be a hustler, man. This is pathetic. That shit is terrible, man. Aspire to be something else. I wanted to be a pro basketball player. I just ended up being a hustler. These niggas be wanting to be a hustler so bad. Stop lying. Nothing about you. You don't have the temperament. You done swung on 3 battle rappers. You done been in fights with 3 battle rappers. You wouldn't have stand a chance with a motherfucking smoke with a junkie. Junkies got real social problems and shit. They got real communication deficiencies and shit like that. Like, nothing about you, man. Motherfucker been kicked you off they block. Man, get your retarded ass off this block, man. You be done fucked up everybody money. Nigga act like he was a hustler. Man, don't you know that we know you was a bum? You was battle rapping for years and you never was fresh. You never was fresh. You never was fresh. You don't even have residual hustler traits. It wasn't even nobody around you getting no money. You would have picked up some traits from the niggas that's around you at least. You didn't have anything. So, yeah, we know he fucked up that whole podcast, man. You give a broke ass nigga some money, man. Nigga firing motherfuckers, kicking niggas out and shit like that. Sabotaged it. Look at him now. Nigga got 1 million subscribers and still can't boogie. He gonna hang it up soon. He gonna stop it soon entirely and shit. Go back to battle rapping, my nigga. He said, how long do we... I don't know about his living arrangements or nothing like that, but I know he wasn't no goddamn hustler. Nothing about you says hustler, fam. Their buck-breaking Sanders beat the toughest, biggest slave in front of everybody. I know cats that don't want nobody to know that they got a job, want people to think they still sell drugs. The only smack rapper to smack rappers. He thought that was something clever to say. He thought that was clever. He said, what's your favorite half a mil verse? He got so many of them. I like when he say, Hummer with the flying saucer engine, satellite system, hype, travel at night through the ninth dimension. Every word, precise wisdom, various furs in this life I'm living. My done shoot dice in prison, I would like to mention. My insight is like ice that glisten. That was a hell of a verse. They took a page from my book of Bill Princeton University. I'm all for this paper personally. You heard of me the first time you purchased a key. Rappers don't rap like that. He said them lines is crazy. Knowledge the green wallies, all I see. My mind hold math like caller ID. Chose the path that chose me. I'm gonna tell you like G.O.D. told me. He just got so many layers. That's my favorite rapper of all time. Can't nobody fuck with Half living. You probably need, nah, niggas can't fuck with that. Niggas can't fuck with Half, yo. He said, what song is that? I think Quiet Money. I think it's called Quiet Money with Ali Vegas. Not having people skills is crazy. That's something that plagues a lot of people. We need to start looking into who guys was before they got on the internet. Who were you and what did you do before you decided that you wanted to come on the internet? He said he's a disciple of Nas. No, he not. Half a Mil is from Brooklyn. Half a Mil is from Brooklyn. And I'm going to go out on a limb. Half a Mil had the best verses on the Firm album. Half a Mil song, it was the last song on the Firm album. Half a Mil's contribution to the Firm album was the hottest verses on the Firm album. You can argue that Cannabis got off. A lot of them niggas got off, but Half a Mil made you say, who in the fuck is that? Straight up. He said Nas Half was a disciple of Nas. Y'all hear him? He said Nas is better. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I can't. We probably have more content from Nas. Nas is probably more decorated. But Half a Mil said shit that would make you go get an atlas, a dictionary, a thesaurus, an encyclopedia, and a bunch of other shit. Nas too. But Half was in a class by himself. I don't care what nobody say. And you bugging. I interviewed Nature and asked him about Half a Mil. I asked him about Half because he got songs with Half. He's on this platform. You can listen to him say it himself. He said, man, when I heard that nigga, I said, God damn, man, this nigga's on some other shit. You got to listen to him praise Half. And Nature was the nigga. I love Nate. I interviewed him twice. Nature was a big deal in 1997, 98. Huge. A whale. A whale. They went and got the right nigga when they needed, a replacement for Mega. They went and got the right nigga for sure. That says a lot about Queensbridge and shit, that it was niggas like that just walking around in the projects and shit. But it's the biggest projects in the United States. But there was niggas like that walking around in the fucking projects that you could, if something went wrong during the Firm album, we could just go to the Jackson, well, we go get such and such. That's crazy. You got Tragedy Gaddafi, you got Havoc, you got Cormega, you got Rapinoid. Man, that's a lot of fucking firepower, man. I forget the one nigga, I think his name was Killer Shah, some shit like that. I think he got killed. He was a beast. That's a lot, man. That's a fucking lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. AZ, Razcast, Nas, Common, Rakim, Ghostface. I know half a mil from Brooklyn, Albany Projects. You can clearly hear the Nas influence, is what I'm saying. You're misinformed. I think half is I don't know if he's older than Nas. I think he is, but you can't be familiar with half a mil's music. Half a mil was saying shit that was it was too criminal. It was too criminal. Like you had to be a major player. The shit that he was saying, you had to be a major player. You couldn't just no, hell no, no. Um, let's talk about the similarities. Them niggas both was rapping about shit lessons that they extracted from Dr. York, the 5% Nation, um, the Hebrew Israelites, the Nation of Islam. They content both consisted of that, both of them to a T. Like there was shit that half was saying that I didn't know what it meant at the time, but when I got older, or when I encountered people that was a part of, you know, the New Wapians, the niggas that was with Dr. York, I said, oh, that's what half was talking about. Like sectillion tons, when I appear reptilians run, that's sectillion tons, that's 5% Nation. Reptilians, that's going over into the Dr. York thing. Man, half is in a class by himself, yo. He said, is he better than AZ? Go listen to them when they own songs together. Go listen to them when they own songs together. AZ would do his thing, then a half would start talking about gliding in the Hummer with the flying saucer engine. Hey, yo, why would you say some shit like that? Why would you say some shit like that? Who says shit like that? Who says shit like that? That's insane. Yo, that's insane, man. You can't be a half a mil fan talking like that, yo. Listen to Fires in Hell by half a mil. Half a mil, son is a major actor. He was in the BMF show. I keep looking up because I got half a mil jersey hanging up on the wall and shit. That's how I felt about Smooth the Hustler when I was coming up. Everybody know about a butter law. One of them guys just died a couple of years ago. Half killed AZ on Love is Love. He did. He did. He did. He did. He did. He did. Trey Bucks, I appreciate your super chat. Half a mil is who everybody thinks Nas is. I ain't dissing Esco. I think Esco had to be on Esco time. Like when Nas and Esco is two different people. I don't know if y'all old enough to know that. But when he's Esco is when he's at his best. Like he would have to be Esco to hang out with Half. I'm just being for real. But it's subjective. Other people might think otherwise. I was listening to Uncle Sam's Curse the other day. I made a post on Instagram and I said that Razcast is who people think Kendrick Lamar. Well, Razcast is really the person that people think Kendrick Lamar is. It's really Razcast. When they come to the West Coast, they try to act like Kendrick is the Kendrick can't fuck with Raz Cash, yo. He can't. He can't fuck with Raz Cash. He can't. He can't. He can't. He can't. I met Mike DeLorean with Un. Un was just in here. Half and AZ is both from Albany Projects. Half used to talk about the Milwaukee and Ghetto Fly shit. I seen that documentary. You gotta listen to that. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Armageddon. The arm a leg, a arm a head. You gotta listen to that. Y'all gonna have me listening to certain songs when I get up off of here, but I ain't got no problem with it. It's Friday night. What line from Jay-Z that you first heard that allowed you to believe that Jay-Z was officially from the D-Boy life? Shit, everything for real. But the shit that he said on Renegade was very, very authentic, and that's why I didn't understand why Nas said that Eminem killed Jay-Z on Renegade. That wasn't true. The shit that Hov said, it was too graphic. I had to hustle, my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, pockets filled with a lot of lint, not a cent, got a vent, lot of innocent lives lost on the project bench. What they hollering, gotta pay rent, bring dollars in, buy the bodega, iron under my coat, feeling braver, do rag, whapping my ways, a pocket full of hope. Do not step to me, I'm awkward, I box lefty, often, a orphan, my pops left me, and often my mother wasn't home. Couldn't tell me I wasn't grown, especially on nights I brought something home to quiet the stumbling rumbling. My demeanor, 30 years my senior. That's just, it's too much. It's too much. You could almost feel that, you know what I'm saying? That's something we used to be pumping outside the stores and shit. By the bodega, iron under my coat, feeling braver. It's too much. He said, you gotta be from the hood to feel jail renegade. Hell yeah. He said, yeah, Jay was gassing. He brought that struggle out. You can just remember being outside, man, with a pack in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody just make that shit up. Jigga said, I'm 2.2 pounds, you're barely 125 grams. I wouldn't expect y'all to understand. That verse was a you had to be there verse. Exactly. I lived on the West Coast. Splash, what up? Gilbert's son is out of the coma. All praise due to God. Told my nigga Big I'd be multi before I die. No lie. I came to the fork in the road and went straight. Jay was in a pocket from 96 to 01, just like Prodigy. It went in Jay-Z's dominance winning all the way until when 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying. That song belonged to Royce da 5'9". I interviewed Royce. That Renegade, where Jay-Z is on that song, originally it was Royce da 5'9". That was Royce's song. He gave that to them niggas. To achieve my goals quicker so all my weight wet. Appreciate y'all coming through. I love to talk this hip-hop shit. Gully, how does Jay-Z navigate the game to get to the top while Tupac crashes out? Is it because Tupac wasn't a hustler? I just was listening to Money B talk about Tupac. Money B is from Digital Underground, and that's who Tupac was with when he came in. He said he was worse. He said he was worse. He said, man, he was with the shit that y'all seen. He was kind of chilling. Like, he said, go listen to Money B interview. He said, man, he was worse, man. Like that shit that was going on. He was like, yo, man. He was like toning it down, trying to tone it down. By the time y'all seen him, by the time y'all seen Tupac, he was kind of like trying to tone it down. He was like, he was worse than that. I wasn't feeling Parasol like that. The first round and already came and went. They on the third round right now. Cuban Link still haven't gotten over Fat Joe cutting his face. I don't think Joe did it. I think somebody else did that. Before Tupac, went crazy on the East Coast, Tupac was already getting in trouble all the time and shit. Like, before that shit happened at Quad Studio, Tupac was already problematic. He was already getting into shit all the time. And I was like 15, 16 during them years. Tupac stayed on the news. He was on the news all the time. All the time. It was always something going on with him. Like, he just stayed in trouble. He did. He was always in trouble. He wasn't problematic. Shit. I seen him in concert. He was acting up at the concert. He was acting up on stage, acting like he want to come in the crowd and fight niggas. He was skinny as hell, about to get in the crowd and get rolled up. Do you think Deion hurt his son's draft status? They didn't go to the combine. He just did a bunch of shit that wasn't called for. I never go broke. My name got two G's. J-I, double G, 2A. Flip that. Pawn the platinum, be on the next day. Scarface said Pac was wild like that, wanting to fight niggas in the crowd. He's the entertaining, understand what you say, you the problematic. Man, that nigga was fucking problematic, man. That nigga shot at the police. That nigga was hanging with Haitian Jack. Just pay attention to the types of niggas that he hang around with. He liked Haitian Jack. He liked the Suge Knight. He liked being around these motherfuckers, man. He wasn't hanging around librarians and shit like that. He wasn't hanging around Humpty Hump and them niggas. Once he got on, he started hanging around Spice One. When we first seen Tupac had on a dashiki on the All Around the World Same Song video. He had some African beads on and a dashiki. You'd never see him like that again. Never. That was over. As soon as he got some money, nigga took them beads off and got a pistol, started rapping about his nine and shit. Yeah, I did Yuck Mouth show, Smoke a Lot Radio with Spice One. I smoked weed with both of them niggas. It was a very special moment to kick it with Spice. Told Q-Tip to get off the stage. That song Troublesome was fire. Pac was a revolutionary by the day and crash out by night. First seen Pac in a Chevy Chase movie with Demi Moore. I guess the NFL team's trying to punish Dion by way of Shaduer by not drafting him yet. He's not gonna get drafted. He probably gonna have to go to the team and get the private workout that he skipped. He could have just did the combine like everybody else. Either way, he gonna have to go work out in front of some people before they sign him up. He shouldn't have skipped the workout. I agree. What was your favorite D-boy chain? I don't know, maybe the Gucci link or some shit like that. I had a big Gucci back in the day. I had a big ass herringbone too. Tupac is the reason everybody was rocking them herringbones. I had one in summer of '94. Y'all remember we had them big ass herringbones? They was like this big. I had one of them joints with my name on it, with the name plate on it and shit. Big Neff, I'm about to get up out of here, man. The Lakers is about to be on. And we got to win this game. We got to win this game. So, he said here in Chicago, cats rock the Figaros. You don't even see that fly shit when you go into jewelry stores anymore. No Figaros, no figure ropes. That was a half Figaro and it had ropes in between it and shit. No Turkish links. You got to ask for that type of shit. Favorite Nas verse? Too many. He has too many. Project Windows is probably something on Project Windows. Nas' library is too extensive to pick just one. Anyway, he said, I hate Rolex chains. I never fucked with them joints like that. I gotta go. That's been an hour. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I just came to kick it. That's it. And I appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with me. All right, Friday night. I'm still mad. I lost $100 and shit at the gym. I'm pissed. All right, but Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Or you can go to my website, therealdribble.com. Give me my $100 back. Buy you some knittage. Peace.